a dreadful doll. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Alright, what do we have to do for this dreadful doll? We need a sewing kit. What in the world is this? Oh, we need to go to the fields. Alright. Can't get up there yet. What? What are you? What are you, sir? What are you? What are you? We need a cinder box. Okay. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, sir. Not a fan. Okay, let's just go back down here. It's dangerous up there. Don't like that one bit. Alright, let's go here. Hello, sir. Is your dog still angry? Oh, this opened up. Okay, cool. So what is this area now? No! We need to figure out, we need... Oh. Okay. Oh, crap, I wasted it. Oh, I set it on fire. We're good. Can I hack it down? This is stressful. What? Alright, you can't catch them with the... Oh, there's those guys. They're angry. Oh, here's a sad... A weeping widow. Weeping maiden. You approach a young woman weeping sorrowfully into her palms. She catches her breath for a moment and looks out longingly over the placid lake. Oh, my sweet songbird, why have you forsaken me to a life devoid of your love? Tears well up in her eyes as she buries her face once again. You consider leaving this melodrama well enough alone, but something about the poor girl reminds you of the maiden slumbering under your house. You draw out a tattered handkerchief and offer it to the maiden. There, there, dry your eyes, my child, and tell old Granny what the matter is. Oh, thank you, you're very kind. She takes the cloth and daintily dabs the corners of her eyes. Swallowing the last of her sobs, she composes herself before sighing wistfully. It's my beloved, such a sweet, romantic man, with the voice of a meadowlark. I get it. He dumped you. Well, don't worry. There's plenty of other frogs in the swamp. What? No, he loves me and I him. Though our families would never allow us to be together, he'd come and sing outside my balcony every night. Okay, so this is a Romeo and Juliet story. One night we both vowed to escape and meet by this lake. Her lip quivers. I waited and waited under the waning moon, even past the morning sun, but he still didn't reveal himself. Tough break. Maybe he just wasn't that into you. The woman snaps at you with sudden vitriol. He would never abandon me. We're destined to be together. She slips back into a melancholic gaze out over the lake. Even now I can still hear the beautiful melody of his lute coming up from across the water. Girl, he found someone else. He moved on, okay? You just have to accept it. Over the dull sounds of lapping waves and quacking waterfowl, faint notes of some faraway stringed instrument whisper through the reeds. Oh, I hear it too. Maybe you aren't just mad in love. It's coming from somewhere in the middle of the lake. He's out there somewhere. I just know it. She crumples into another dramatic bout of inconsolable tears. Now, I'm sure it's just some echo bouncing off the shore. I'll go find where this tardy bard of yours has run off to. Press tab to open your journal. Okay, let's check it out. Alright. So, we need to reveal the sounds by the forest lake. Alright. So these are like the different things we have to do. We have the sleeping maiden, which involves this. Right now, the snake, we are doing this. This sounds, less than ideal. Sounds like he is deaf cheating. 100%. The music seems strongest on this shore, but even here you can't quite place the source. It seems to be emanating from the half-sunken ruin poking out of the lake's waters. Maybe that fool bard's waiting way out there. Bah, but I swim as well as hens fly. Suddenly someone's seen voice chitters mockingly into your ear. Ho ho, hee hee, the musical man you'll never see. Okay, this dude is... Are we sure he's into women? You spin around, but no one is there, just a nattering laughter bouncing on the wind. Who's there? Show yourself, spirit. Oh, hello, sir. Catching net and an unveiling potion. Okay. Ho ho. Ho ho. Da 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 da. You snap your hand around the elusive creature and squeeze. Ah, let me go, you nubbly pot. You're crushing the life out of me. You trifling little pest. What do you know about this music? Music? What music? All I hear is the slapping waves and the peeping birdies. Your wrinkly old ears must be full of bugs. Don't you play smart with me. I'll pop off your head like a daisy. Oh, you mean that music? It's the sound of the snake's traveling circus. I thought everyone knew that. Circus says stay still, but the door's the thing that travels, you see? And right now the door's out on the lake, but that you'll never get in. You give the wretched sprite a good shake, with a shower of glittering dust shed off its wings. Tell me how to cross the lake, or I'll make a necklace from your teeth. Ugh. Only Fayfolk can show the way. Dirty fairies build a bridge. Keep you big foot out, unless the snake invites them in. You're a fairy, aren't you? Where's this bridge? Ha! We're a pixie! Not one of those flamby-pamby mushroom herders. Besides, the bridge is invisible to big stompers like you. The creature peers over your shoulder and waves its tiny arms. Oh look, there's a fairy now. Why don't you ask her? You turn to look, but in your moment of distraction, the pixie sinks its sharp teeth into your finger. Out, you sneaky blighter! Springing free from your grasp, the slippery monster chitters a laugh and vanishes in a cloud of smoke. You look down at your dust-covered hand. Fairy or not, this bridge must be around here somewhere. Alright, let's find this bridge. Then we can break it to this lady that her man love is part of the circus. Pushing aside thrushes and cattails, you find a strangely carved pedestal. It might be mistaken for a bird bath, if you didn't know any better. As you run your finger around the edge of the bowl, the remaining pixie dust on your hand flakes off, as if drawn in by an invisible force. Crude pictographs appear on the surface of the basin. They depict a coiled snake presiding at the center of some kind of festival. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. Oh. We need birds. Okay, hold on. We need to build these things. Hey, hey. Oh, ho. Alright, let's go. Let's catch some birds. Get in there. Yes. Come on. Get in there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What's this? Can I go in there? Oh, bait stick. Useful against newts, dragonflies, and bats. Okay. Alright, I'll take it. Sandstone. No, get away from me, sir. How many feathers? How many feathers do we have? Okay. Oh, we only have have to catch one more. Stupid birds. There. Get over here, birds. Yes. Give me that. Alright. You shake out the fine dust into the bowl and it settles. Blah, blah, blah. The basin begins to glow a soft yellow as the fireflies rise from the muck within. They begin to dance up and down, drawing circles high above the bowl. Glitter rains down gently, shimmering as it catches rays of sunlight. Slowly, the particles trace the form of a bridge leading from the edge of the water to the center of the lake. You tentatively test the strength of the spectral walkway and find that it is strong enough as it is as strong as if it were made of solid stone. We got it. Let me in. Let's go. Check out these party people. All right. Hey, lady. Hi, guys. Can we chat? Can we chat for a hot sec? What we got here? Ooh, let's do this. Thank you. Did I learn that? Barrel? No. Who's this guy? Hello, wizard. No! Give me that. Can I, like, pop that thing? No. Alright, we're going in the tent. Oh, there's the snake. Draped in glittering jewelry, the serpent stares intently into a crystal ball as you approach. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. I saw that you would come here in search of answers. Pa, I just came here in search of a bard. That's him outside, right? With the lute. The minstrel? Yes, he is working off a debt to me. All those folk out there seem to touch addled. What did you do to them? They're all humble folk looking for something just as you are. I am here to provide them with my services in exchange for a bit of work. So what are you? Some sort of carnival wizard? You're making quite the racket in my forest. A wizard? No, no, no. I am a seer, a scryer of the hidden mists, a foreteller of fortunes, and a keeper of secrets. Fancy titles you've given yourself. Sounds like you're nothing but a used cart salesman peddling your wares to the gullible. Ah, skeptic. Step closer. Let the crystal ball reveal its mysteries. The snake's voice drops low. It seems to fill the tent with a heavy weight. I am a helper of sorts, an unraveler of knots. I make the forgotten remembered. You feel the scaly touch of slithering coils widened around you, but you are powerless to move. And you have forgotten much. The snake's eyes swirl in a pattern you've never seen. Imperceptible colors collapse into themselves and fracture into kaleidoscopic mosaics against the canvas walls. A voice speaks from far away. It takes you a moment to realize that it's your own. I have forgotten so much. Let me help you find your answers. The serpent's coils slowly squeeze the consciousness out of you. In a desperate push of willpower, you blink away from the snake's hypnotic gaze. Wait, get off me, you worm! You wriggle your body like a sack of loose twigs. Despite your protesting bones, you manage to squirm free and tumble backwards out of the tent. Let's bring that up a little bit. When your eyes open, you find yourself back outside the snake's tent. You pick yourself up from the ground and dust off your shoulders. Humph. I guess that sly serpent has some tricks up his sleeve. I'd better come up with a plan for the next time I go in there. The festival patrons seem confused after your tussle with the snake, as if the spell over them was momentarily shaken. The crowds disperse as they fumble about in a haze. Now's my chance to get a word in with that bard. Maybe I can get him out of this mess. Alright, where's the bard? Where's the bard? Strumming his lute, this strapping young man has a faraway look in his eyes. Is it wistfulness, nostalgia, or even hypnosis? Wander I may, but ne'er away from the she I call my lover. To my chagrin, I stumbled in and met the gaze of another. Curious, I stared, I was not prepared, and this was my mistake. A binding gaze. Now I live my days in the service of the snake. Cry not for me, for there's she that might still see me saved. My spirits they lift as she holds a gift from which before I was enslaved. A mirror, but shattered, its pieces have scattered. If mended, we may be set free. Down the wishing well spring to the swamp's glittering and hiding within the pixie's tree. What's this all about? A broken mirror? You gave it to that weeping maiden? Speak plainly, you warbling fool. I love her. She's like, I don't have time for this crap. Just tell me what you want to tell me. I don't have time for riddles. No matter what you do, the poor musician barely seems to realize you're there. He just keeps strumming his lute and humming his mournful tune. Fa, maybe that lovesick miss will know what he's on about. Alright, let's go. Let's get on with it. Alright, we gotta talk to this lady. Oh, still my beating heart, have you any news about my dear sweet love? I found him at the carnival, but he's being mesmerized by the snake. Unless I can break the spell, no one in that carnival can leave. The snake? Say it isn't so. I've heard how he grants wishes, but only for a terrible price. Why would my love be so desperate as to consort with that charlatan? I haven't a clue, but he's stuck deep. The only thing I managed to get out of him was something about a mirror. Do you know anything about that? A mirror? Oh, yes. It was the first gift he ever gave me. From inside her bodice, she produces a small cracked hand mirror. But one night, it slipped from my balcony and shattered on the cobblestones. I tried to piece it back together, but I could never find the last 3 shards. His soul mentioned something about a wishing well, a moonlit swamp, and a pixie tree. Keep that mirror close. I'll seek out the missing shards and return them to you. Oh, thank you. I should very much love to see it whole once again. Dear Lord. Alright, let's do this. Oh, okay. It's late. Crap. Okay. So let's look at what we gotta do. So we have to find the shards in the forest well. Oh, God. So we completed that one. In progress, we have these 2. Which, the snake is the one that we're trying to get the soul. So I guess this is one we're dealing with the snake right now. So let's go to the forest well. That should hopefully be nearby. I'm hoping. Yeah, it should be just like right over here, yeah. Get on in there. Okay. Okay. So what are we looking for down here? Give me all this clay. Got that. She moves really quickly, which is nice. Don't gotta wait around. It's locked. You hike up the hem of your skirt from the ankle-deep well water and duck down to inspect the small, damp cave. A pale shape quickly retreats farther into the dark space. You hear the labored breath of some pathetic thing, frightened and alone. Hello there, don't worry, I won't hurt you. Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. The creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above while simultaneously cowering from it. Poor dear, what are you doing down in this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you? Two thin, malnourished arms twist out from the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass, while the other hand reaches out to you, begging for food. Oh god, okay. How do I make roast beef? What is that? Alright. Let's go. Here's your roast beef. The creature snatches up the meat so quickly that you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice and you hear a satisfied munching from within. Take that. Okay. We got one. Alright, we got that. So we still have to find the key to that place. To that, little thing. Sir, are you fine? Alright. Alright, find the shard in the swamp. And find the shard in the forest pixie's tree. Forest pixie. They do not like Dreadful Doll. What is that? So that is that lady. Go to sleep. Kill that thing. Kill it. Take out the changelings. We're going. Oh my gosh, you thought that that bird was you wheezing. The tempting forest path. Alright. Oh, into the swamp. Okay. We're going into the swamp, everyone. Let's do this. What is this? Give me that. Bam, bam, bam. No, no, no. We need a logger's hatchet. Is this not a logger's hatchet? Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. And a smoke pellet. Okay. Let's do this. What? What in the world? We need spirit salts. Okay. What is this? Logger's hatchet. Okay, so what's the spirit salts? We need one of these. And one of these. Alright. Get away from me. Things are rude. Yes. Oh, we need the bait stick. Huh? What? Dumb. Ooh. What is this? I want this. I want this thing. Come on. Give me that. Oh. I need to catch that. No! Oh, woman! Who's there? My eyes have gone milky. Please come a little closer, sister. I don't believe we met before. Why do you call me sister? I don't need sight to see someone who's also signed a dark contract. The woman looks blindly through you, though you can sense her focus. Contract? So you've had dealings with that darn goat too? What sort of pact did he rope you into? Oh, you know how it is. I was young, and he weren't no goat when I knew him. We used to dance naked under the blue moon and blood moon and raise the dead to frighten dull country folk. Ah, but it's ancient history now. Old age comes for us all, and eventually you've got to hang up the sacrificial dagger and settle down into the comforts of retirement. I know the feeling. I miss my cozy chair and little fireplace. Seems like a fine spot you've got here. Well, it's not all posies and pumpernickel. She clutches worriedly at the moth-eaten blanket in her lap. What's rattled your bones? Maybe I can help. It's my dear old husband, handsome chap, although a bit clumsy. He had a tumble trying to weed out some of the swamp traps from the yard. Awful things like to snap at your toes when you're not looking. Anyways, he's twisted his ankle pretty bad and went off to the sick house to have it looked at. But that was a few days ago. He should have been back by now. And these legs haven't worked right in a decade, so I can't even go to check up on him. I've been so worried. I even thought about making another contract. Don't you dare. Just wait here. I'll go find him and see what the bother is. Thank you, sister. The sick house is down the road to the west. Be careful of the critters along the way. They've got a taste for blood. Alright.